Hi guys, and welcome back to the Journey of Self. I am your intuitive tarot reader as well as your host, Brandy. Okay? Guys, I've been going for a little while. I was a little under the weather. I'm feeling much better now. But here we go. While I was down, I did have some time to do some thinking, and I've come up with a new spread. It's called Where Do You Stand With Them? Okay? Also, while I was down, I was able to come up with a new way and a better time saving way to read. And I feel like this is going to make everyone happy. The people who don't have a lot of time to spend and the people who have a little bit, a little extra time to spend. Okay? So, this new spread that I came up with, it is a 7-card spread. It is called Where Do You Stand? All right? I like this spread because it does give you a view at how your partner sees you as well as advice. And it also gives you the best case scenario. All right, so here we are starting, all right, and the first card that you do have out is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so your partner is seeing you move slowly, okay, toward them, slowly. Substantial offer, but calculated and slow. Okay? So the action that is needed. All right, a bunch of cards just fell out, way too many. Actions that are needed. Okay? The 4 of Wands talks about stability, celebration, and it also is a card of marriage. Okay? That's for the actions that are needed. What you can and what you cannot control. Okay? What you cannot control. All right? In that position, we did get the 9 of Pentacles. You may be dealing with an earth sign. Okay? This is the 4th position. The highest level of your performance in this position, in this relationship, or your current position. All right. So what does that mean? Sometimes I've seen this come out as exactly what you mean to your partner, and I've seen things like wish fulfilled. I've seen things like burden. All right. I'm just saying. But in this position, the 2 of Wands, I do believe that it's like your current position. Like your partner is seeing you as someone who is going to make a decision, someone who has to make that decision. Okay, Aquarius. So, cards are everywhere. All right, guys. So, in the 5th position, what needs to be changed or improved upon? Okay, this is what came out. I've been seeing this card a lot come out, or I've been seeing it come out a lot, but it doesn't necessarily, it hasn't necessarily been referencing marriage. It's referencing a lot lately, in addition to marriage, a good understanding. In this particular spread, it speaks of a good understanding. Okay? You guys can be dealing with a Taurus as well, with the Hierophant card coming out. Okay, Aquarius, you can also be dealing with a Taurus. All right, so this kind of teeter-totters in between the 5th and the 6th position. The 5th position being what needs to be changed and improved, and the 6th position being why is all of this happening? Okay, let's get to that one. Why is all of this happening? What is it that is making you appear this way, or this influence in your relationship? Okay, so, excuse me, dropped the card. The 8 of Swords. This is why you're being seen as a decision maker. I feel like you guys are being faced with the opportunity to get married. I feel like some of you are stuck in your head in reference to what it is exactly that you would like to do. Okay, you're not really sure, and that's why you're being seen as, you know, making a decision. That is the position that you're holding right now. Okay? I think that if you found your inner balance, you would have an easier time deciding exactly what you want. I think that's an obvious. I just stated an obvious point. I don't know. And then the Six of Cups. Maybe that's an issue too, that you may have known this person, have past life relationships with this person, or this person could very well, in some issues, like I've been seeing this come up as well for soulmates. And sometimes also for twin flame, like someone that you know. Sometimes you know them, and sometimes you don't know why they're so familiar, but you feel like you've known them before. And there's some past karmic history with this person. You may be faced with an opportunity to reunite with your soulmate or your twin flame, and maybe you were just like, oh my God, it's too good to be true. Or you're scared because maybe you're fully aware of this relationship not necessarily being a fairy tale ending. I'm not quite sure which one. Ace of Pentacles. Some of you can be taking on new business opportunities. Some of you can be moving forward the way you are moving forward, and being very cautious with this because you have a new opportunity monetarily that you've never had before, and you don't want maybe your lover or things like that to interfere, or you want to make sure you have enough to finance this romance, okay, and to be happy. All right. That card also talks about ecstasy. All right. So it could be a very strong connection that you're dealing with here. The King of Cups. Okay. The King of Cups. You could also be dealing with the water sign. Okay. Aquarius, you could also be dealing with a water sign. All right. Someone who is older and more control of their feelings, but is open with their feelings, that is generous with their feelings. Okay. A little bit more mature, but open and generous with their feelings. I don't know. For some reason, I heard someone saying, no, they're not. They're moving slow. Like, I'm not the knight, they are. Okay? All right. So that could be the person that you're dealing with, too. That's so funny. Maybe they are a twin flame, because I feel like in a way, I just realized maybe you're embodying their energy. You're reflecting them back to themselves. Okay? Side thoughts. We're at the last position. Best case scenario. Oh, you guys thought that was it? No. Best case scenario, last position. Okay? New beginnings. The end of mental turmoil. And also, too, guys, I did also get the 3 of hearts for some. You know? So that could be because this is a soulmate relationship. Maybe it won't be roses. Like I said before, I don't know why I was inclined to say that. But whatever that will happen, it'll be exactly what should happen to create balance and to pretty much, resolve this situation. Okay? So I think the cards are done talking in that manner. We're going to go ahead and pull 3 of the Doreen Virtue Romance Angel cards as promised. At this point of the reading, we've gone through all of the 7 positions. Honeymoon. Some of you just need to enjoy a bliss of a holiday time together with your lover, and that will enrich the spark. Okay? Some of you need to give your relationship a chance. I know it can be scary, some of the things that you see in the reading, but you know what? Life is not about knowing all the ins and outs. It's not about seeing things coming, and it's not about always being happy. It's about the road. It's about the journey. And the ups and the downs are equally important. Equally important. So give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Don't worry about necessarily all the time the bad energies that can be present in your life. These energies really have no power except when thought about or when erased in these types of situations. You guys know you can think of those things and dismiss them out of your life. You can, and also too, the opposite of these things can be focused on in order to outweigh them and make and bring balance to your life. That's the funniest thing. When you're sad, you should try to be happy, right? It's obvious. Like, but I'm not happy. I'm sad. I know. But believe it or not, the more you try to transmute that energy, the more you're going to bring that energy into your life. Like that sad transmuted to happy, that positivity. It's just the very effort is sometimes enough to really bring that thing that you seek into your life. Just the effort of trying to drum it up is enough. Sometimes I'm reminding of an expression that says sometimes you have to fake it until you make it. And sometimes it is with feelings and emotions. That's one of those things that we do that with. Until we can, find that happy place, we try to stay there as much as possible until it can become a permanent place. Does that make sense? You're not going to always be happy, but the more you try and stay happy or stay in that place, the more frequent you can visit that place, and essentially the happier you will be, right? Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. This could be the one. Right? We talked about this with the 6 cups. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Okay? Those are your messages from Doreen Virtue, Romance Angel cards. Okay? Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to clarify. Let me just get all these cards to be going in the right direction, guys. Please excuse me for just a moment. Charge my cards a little bit, get them, they're a little stuck together. Let's get them a little unstuck and a little bit more on the same energetic wavelength. All right, let's get a little bit of a smoother handle. Okay, here we go. So we're going to clarify the first position, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to clarify the Knight of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords. So that lets me know that you may have been through some things in the past, okay? And maybe that's why you're moving slow. Now, with or without this person, you've been through some things, and that's why you're moving kind of in a more calculated way, and really taking your time on this decision. I feel like you guys know that when you do it, it's going to be forever. And that's what you're doing. And also, too, it says that you're waiting on information. I don't know. I think maybe you're waiting from a sign from above or like to be sure intuitively. I'm not exactly sure. But you are definitely waiting on information in reference to this situation. Okay? Maybe you're waiting on information from outside the situation in reference to the situation. I don't know. That just came to me. Anyway. We have the 9 of Pentacles here in the position of the things that are variables and things that we are not able to control. We have the 4 of Wands in the position of the action needed. Let's go ahead and clarify that. That is clarified by the King of Cups. The King of Cups is already here in the why this is happening. You could definitely be dealing with a water sign. Okay? And I also have the Knight of Cups. Okay, in reverse. And I also have the Lovers. Okay, I don't know. Like with the history between you and this person, maybe they were one way before and now they're another way. One could be good, one could be positive, one could be negative. You're not sure if this person is going to stay positive. Okay? Or maybe when this person is unhappy, they're not the best person to be around. Okay? That could very well be it as well. You do want new beginnings. And a new beginning is definitely needed on your part. You definitely you're craving this newness. Okay? Now let's go ahead and clarify. I'm putting my cards back into the deck. Let's go ahead and clarify the Hierophant in the 5th position. Also shared in this position is the 2 of Pentacles, which tethers between the 6th and the 5th position. Okay? This is the Empress in reverse, guys. So maybe there is an unhappy, maybe your lover is not so happy, and this is kind of the decision that you're being prompted to make. Maybe there is also, too, an unwanted pregnancy for some. All right. There could also be that involvement, right? Where that's part of the reason why this decision is going to improve what you're dealing with, or the changes that you're facing. Okay. We also have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. So this pregnancy and these things, I don't know. It's a little bit something here saying that maybe there's some secrets. Maybe there's some secrets involved with these situations. Or maybe you have kids with this person already, and that's maybe prompting you to make this into a family. Aww. Guys. You know what? I'm doing the extended version. I'm sorry. You guys just witnessed it. You just witnessed real love. You just witnessed, that looks like. I totally got ripped out of this reading. I had no idea we were even still recording. That is crazy. I'm so sorry. And I'm not going to remove it. Like, sorry, guys. That's what that feels like. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so the Six of Wands. I don't know. Some people may have felt as though at one point they weren't getting the recognition that they needed in this relationship. Okay, so now we're going to clarify the fourth position, which is you making this choice. Let's see. What do you choose in between? Let's see if that becomes clear. Okay. Eight of Pentacles talks about working hard. And the Fool card came back up. So I feel like you guys are choosing between kind of like growing up and like not like making the decision to be responsible and handle your BI and move on. And I feel like it's heavy. It's a heavy decision for you guys to make. You know it's going to take work, or just going on about it on your own. And maybe that's for you right now where you are in life. Maybe that's, you know, that's not going to be a helpful decision. You want to settle down. You want to be with someone. Okay. And yeah, it's a choice between maybe another air sign and an earth sign. Okay. Like I said, also too, there may be some water out there for some of you. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and clarify. We've already clarified the change or improvement section, which is the fifth section. So now we can go ahead and clarify the sixth position. Okay? The sixth position. That is, why is all this happening? Talks of, we have the Two of Swords because of decision. It talks of the nostalgia of a past history, someone coming back from history. It talks about the 8 of Cups in reverse. Someone is not walking away. All right. There may be a new start out there for some of you, but some of us are not walking away, and some of us are saying, because this is a wish fulfilled. This is what we want. Okay, this is what we are looking for. But then some of us are bored with the offer. That is the 4 of Cups. Okay, we also have the Ace of Cups here. This is new love for some of us. And then we have some people coming out of their head with the 4 of Swords. All right. So guys, let me go, I'm putting the cards back in the deck. Let me go back to the 7th position, the best case scenario. Let's go ahead and really dig deep and get in here, because they had a couple of good cards in there, but let's see what they're saying about the 6 of Cups. Some of you are going to get back with that person that you have history with. Some of you are going to get also too with that soulmate. They're just familiar. They're just familiar. You guys just saw me get caught up with mine, actually. That's what that's about. I'm usually not that girl that loses her mind in relationships. But this particular person, just their connection is just super, super magnetic. It's crazy. Moving away from conflict. Some of you are just tired of fighting or tired of the conflict, and you're moving away from that. Some of you are moving toward a water sign. It keeps coming up. Okay, King Cups. And then we have the Hierophant. Some of you are moving on because it is time to end this. And it is time to end this relationship, okay? Because you have new love on the horizon. Or because you experienced something that showed you that this is not the love that you seek. I have the Lovers here, and I have the Hangman. Someone is not making the decision. People are making the decision. People are staying. People are reconciliating, and people are leaving. Okay, Aquarius. It makes perfect sense. I know how we do. You never could tell. You can ask us all the same question and get a different answer every time. So I understand. Okay? I get it, Aquarius. All right. A child's love. Like I said, some may have children. Children may be involved. Okay. Some people, I feel like this is to the people who may be experiencing an unwanted pregnancy, because that did show up here. Okay. With certain cards in reverse. All right. All right, so the first card out is a child's love. The love between a parent and a child is one that is most precious and deep connection. One of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our heart. Okay, forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and the most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness is in its own right as equally incredible and powerful. It expresses the heart's capacity to heal and transform. Okay, light. Right? Light. It says, imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light. Because in reality, that is precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is the time to remember how vibrant you truly are. Soul power is the last card that I have for you guys. Okay? It says, always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. Okay, guys? All right. So that has been your reading. Okay, guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And guys, if you can, please share with me on my website for the journey of self, those inspirational things that you may experience in your own life and people in your life and people around you, maybe people that you are following yourself. Send them to me at thejourneyofselfemail@gmail.com. We can go ahead and sharing these things together. I will post them on my website, thejourneyofself.org, on the portion of my website called The Wall. This is where I share that inspirational material that I find on my day-to-day travels on this journey. Okay, you guys can also get your personal tarot readings there at thejourneyofself.org, as well as get tarot classes. Okay, we also have a journaling section and a journal class as well. We also have a blog section. If you guys would like to share something on my blog, you can go ahead and do that by sending it to me as well at thejourneyofselfemail@gmail.com. Thank you guys for stopping by and have a great rest of your day. Namaste.